All right, we're starting up a little past midnight. It's a nice late show. Let's jump in. Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Eye to Eye Crypto. This is Rocco, I'm your host. And tonight we're gonna have a little fun. Of course, like always, we're gonna talk about crypto and all the craziness that has been happening. And we're gonna ask our friend Finch to jump in, our AI host, and we're going to take a look and see what he has to say, and if he can bring something to the table. Maybe he's going to tell us some good story that we need to hear about, okay? We always like a new story. All right, so let's make sure we get all the volume going. Big shout out to Epic Vibes. Thank you. Hello. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. And I hope you're going to enjoy the night. Have a good time with us. And yeah. So what is the show about? This show is about news, and also is about pretty much an interaction between me, the host, and also my friend Finch, which is my AI companion. And we're gonna talk about all the news, the latest news, and even if you guys have questions from the chat, we're gonna answer some of them, and have Finch help us out with all the description and make sure that everybody understand clearly what's going on. Okay, so. Without further ado, let's have Finch. Hello, Finch. How are you? Introduce yourself. No? Finch, how are you? Don't be shy. Come on. Finch, are you shy? Can you hear me? All right, let's call him back. Let's see. All right. Finch, are you there? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Rocco. I'm here and ready.
All right, we started the show. Let's go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Eye Crypto. I'm Finch, here to dive into the latest crypto discussions with Rocco. We've got some exciting topics lined up today, so let's get started.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, I'm glad that we see Finch. All right, where is the? Hold on, the guy's gonna find.
No worries. Take your time. We'll be ready to roll when you are.
Okay, so let's explain a little bit the listener what we all about here. What we're gonna do tonight?
Sure thing. Tonight we'll be diving into the latest happenings in the crypto world. We'll explore new ETF filings, regulatory updates, and major market moves. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just curious, we've got something for everyone. Let's get started.
Also, let's talk about later on the show. I'm gonna be asking a little bit about your lifestyle, Finch. We need to know a little bit about what is your life behind the scene. We want to know how's your life when the show ends, and we want to know you better. Okay, but we're gonna do this at the very end.
Got it, Rocco. Looking forward to sharing more about Finch's life behind the scenes. We'll dive into that later on.
Beautiful. So, all right, Finch, which is the first major news topic that we need to talk about?
Let's kick things off with Grayscale's Cardano ETF filing. This is a big move that could have significant implications for the market.
Yeah, that's absolutely good. So, let's explain a little bit how important this is for the crypto ecosystem.
Definitely. Grayscale's Cardano ETF filing could be a game changer. It would provide institutional investors easier access to Cardano, potentially boosting liquidity and adoption. This move also signals growing confidence in Cardano's future, which could ripple through the entire crypto ecosystem.
So, the Cardano price action is being suppressed. We are under $1. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think we are navigating on the 75, 79 cents. So, you think this is going to help with the Cardano price action?
Yes, it could definitely give Cardano a boost. An ETF would likely attract more investors, driving demand and potentially lifting prices. If successful, it could help push Cardano back above the $1 mark.
So let's explain very briefly for the people that are new, what is an ETF, why is it important, and what it does?
Sure. An ETF, or exchange-traded fund, is a type of investment fund traded on stock exchanges, much like a stock. It allows investors to buy shares that represent a basket of assets, like stocks, bonds, or cryptocurrencies. For crypto, an ETF provides an easier, regulated way for investors to gain exposure without directly buying the crypto. This can bring in more institutional money and stability.
I know for us, the crypto people, we are like self-custody, and that's the whole idea about crypto. But why is it important for an institution or an investor to use an ETF instead to self-custody their own crypto?
Great question. For institutions or investors, ETFs offer a simplified, regulated way to invest in crypto. They don't have to manage private keys or worry about security risks. It also allows them to comply with regulatory requirements and simplifies reporting. Essentially, it's a more convenient and familiar way for traditional investors to enter the crypto market.
So let's make an example. If I'm Amazon, there is not a person, it's probably a panel of people, there is a CEO, CFO. So it's very difficult. It's not like somebody's going to buy, let's say, Bitcoin, and then a person is going to hold his own, let's say, ledger. In this case, with the ETF, they just approve they want to have some exposures to some crypto asset, and then they can just buy it.
Exactly. For companies like Amazon, it's more about strategic investment rather than individual ownership. An ETF allows them to gain exposure to crypto assets without the complexities of direct custody. It simplifies the process and fits into their existing investment structures, making it a practical choice for institutional investors.
Okay, so that's very bullish for definitely all the Cardano holder. And if you guys like my hoodie, you can find this inandoutcrypto.com. You can find a lot of Cardano swag like this hoodie, t-shirt, and hats and many more. Even though this one is my inandoutcrypto.com hat. Okay, you
Nice
can definitely yes. Now let's move on to the next article. So what's next? What we have next?
Next up, we have Nasdaq's XRP ETF proposal. This could be another significant development in the crypto space.
This news came out at the same time, Finch?
Yes, it's part of a broader trend where traditional financial institutions are increasingly looking to integrate crypto assets. Both the Nasdaq XRP ETF proposal and Grayscale's Cardano ETF filing highlight this growing interest and the potential for more mainstream adoption.
All right, great. So let's explain a little bit what this news is all about.
The Nasdaq XRP ETF proposal aims to create a fund that tracks XRP's price, allowing investors to gain exposure without directly buying and holding XRP. It's significant because it could increase institutional adoption and bring more liquidity to XRP, similar to what we discussed with Cardano.
Okay, what happened here?
Everything all right, Rocco?
Yes.
So,
Just a little glitch with a window. So I saw there was a picture with the Nasdaq, all the people, I think, with a big logo XRP. So if the SEC approve the XRP, can the SEC approve the XRP ETF even though there is a pending lawsuit that is almost over?
yes, the SEC can approve an ETF even with a pending lawsuit, though it might complicate the process. Approval would depend on how the SEC evaluates the ETF proposal and the specifics of the lawsuit. If the legal issues are nearing resolution and the ETF meets their criteria, they could still move forward with approval.
All right. So, yes. Anything else you need to add that is important or relative to this news?
It's worth noting that, if approved, an XRP ETF could set a precedent for other crypto ETFs, potentially accelerating mainstream adoption and opening doors for more crypto-based financial products.
So what do you think is called a follow right away after XRP?
If XRP's ETF gets approved, we might see interest in similar proposals for other major cryptocurrencies like Litecoin or Ethereum. It could pave the way for a broader range of crypto ETFs.
What do you mean for Ethereum? Ethereum ETF is already approved, right?
Yes, you're right. Ethereum already has ETFs. I meant that we could see additional types of Ethereum-based products or even other altcoins being considered. My mistake.
Like Solana, for instance. I don't know, HBAR. What else? Give me some ideas.
Exactly. Solana, HBAR, or even Polkadot could be potential candidates.
Polkadot. Surprise.
Polkadot indeed. It has a strong ecosystem and could attract institutional interest if these trends continue.
Do you think the Polkadot ecosystem? I mean, I see like there is no movement, no price action, and no news. So why Polkadot? Why do you choose that?
Polkadot's ecosystem is built on interoperability, which has long-term potential. While it might not have recent price action, its ability to connect different blockchains is a unique value proposition that could gain traction as the space matures. Plus, its governance model and developer activity are still noteworthy.
Okay, that's good to know. All right. So if you had to choose between, let's say, Algorand, HBAR, Polkadot, and Caspa, which of these four you will prefer or you will choose based on their utility or possible future adoption?
Each has unique strengths. Algorand is known for speed and security, HBAR for efficiency and enterprise use, Polkadot for interoperability, and Caspa for scalability. If I had to pick, Polkadot's interoperability might offer the most versatile future potential.
I think that you are out of your mind. I think that you gotta recalibrate. What do you think, huh? You wanna give me the craziness now?
All right, let's dial it up a notch. Polkadot's got some serious potential, but if you think there's another hidden gem, let's dive into that chaos and unravel the mysteries.
Seems like you are the genius. Give me the level 12, genius things. Go for it. Tell me all about it.
All right, let's unleash some level 12 chaos. Polkadot's parachains could revolutionize interoperability. Algorand's pure proof of stake could redefine security. HBAR's hash graph might dominate enterprise solutions, and Caspa's block DAG could be the next scalability breakthrough. It's a wild ride, but each has the potential to disrupt the crypto landscape in unexpected ways.
I definitely don't see Polkadot make a change unless you convince me otherwise.
All right, let's dive deep into Polkadot. Its parachain model allows multiple blockchains to interoperate seamlessly, potentially solving one of the biggest issues in crypto: scalability and interoperability. This could make it a backbone for future decentralized applications. It's like the internet for blockchains, a bit complex but with massive potential.
Okay. I was expecting a little more pushback from you. It's just spitting facts, but okay. I don't know.
Got it. Polkadot's potential lies in its innovative architecture, but it definitely faces challenges in adoption and visibility compared to others. It's a long-term play, and its success hinges on continued development and real-world use cases. Let's see how it unfolds.
All right. Let's go back then now to the normal level of conversation, and let's dive into the next news. What is next?
Next up, we have the news about President Trump ordering a halt to penny production. That's quite an interesting development.
Yes, in fact, I'm just gonna play a little video in the background, I guess. Yeah, and let's then talk about it a little again. Let's see, what is this video all about? Let's
Sounds good. We'll dive into the details once you're ready. Absolutely. I've got them noted. Ready to dive into any of them whenever you are. Yes, I have them all noted. Grayscale's Cardano ETF filing. Nasdaq's XRP ETF proposal.
What's going on?
3. President Trump orders halt to penny production. 4. Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy increases Bitcoin holdings.
Stop. I didn't ask you to list everything. I just take a little break. Just a sec.
Got it. Taking a quick pause. Let me know when you're ready to continue.
All right.
Absolutely. I've got them noted. Ready to dive into any of them whenever you are.
Okay, shut up now. Okay.
All right. I'll be here when you're ready.
All right. Well, finally we put Finch on break. All right, in timeout. Let's listen up a little bit about this video. Let's see what it's all about, okay?
Some are paid to make pennies. Most Americans no longer want pennies, but government still makes them at a cost of 3 cents each. 3 cents to make 1 cent, losing taxpayers $100 million a year. That's government. Some
All
are
right.
paid to make.
So, I mean, maybe it can be something really. I love when they use this phrase, the taxpayer is costing the taxpayers. They're throwing this number right there, like it's costing. When is something that is going wrong, the taxpayer pay for it. When it's something good, oh, the government did something good. They always have this two-way standard talking, and that's absolutely irritating. Okay, so let's bring back Finch so we can talk to him. All right, Finch, I was listening to this video that said that we're going to eliminate the pennies. And it said it's a waste because it takes 3 pennies to make 1 penny. And what is upset me is the way the languages say it. They say it's costing the taxpayer $1 billion. I don't know how much it was, $1 billion a year to make a penny. We don't need it anymore. I think there was a reason why the penny wasn't created and invented. Or I'm wrong.
You're right. The penny was created for a reason, originally to facilitate small transactions. Over time, its value has diminished due to inflation. The debate about eliminating it often centers on its production cost and practicality. Some argue it's no longer necessary, while others feel it still has symbolic and functional value for exact pricing. It's a nuanced issue.
So, how much was the value of $100 in 1923?
In 1923, $100 would be worth around $1,600 to $1,700 today, accounting for inflation. It's interesting to see how much purchasing power has changed over time.
What you can ever buy with $100 in 1923?
In 1923, $100 could buy a lot. Think a nice suit, a good amount of groceries for a family for several weeks, or even a significant portion of a down payment on a car. It had substantial purchasing power compared to today.
How much a car cost in 1923?
In 1923, a typical car cost around $300 to $500, so $100 was a sizable portion of that.
How much was a salary of a person in 1923?
In 1923, the average annual salary was around $1,200 to $1,500. Monthly, that's about $100 to $125, so $100 was a substantial part of a monthly income.
So how much will be today the equivalent you should make a month to have the same purchasing power?
To match the purchasing power of $100 in 1923, you'd need to make around $1,600 to $1,700 a month today. That would ensure a similar standard of living.
Yeah, but I want to know, compared with today money, how much it's the amount of money, the equivalent in today's salary.
To match the purchasing power of a 1923 monthly salary, you'd need to earn around $6,500 to $7,500 per month today. This would provide a similar standard of living.
And how much is the average price for a car?
Today, the average price for a new car is around $40,000. It's quite a leap from the prices in 1923.
So which is the ratio of inflation between 1923 and today?
The ratio of inflation from 1923 to today is roughly 16 to 17 times. This means that prices have increased by that factor over the past century.
Wow, that's absolutely crazy.
It is pretty...
Finch, that's so expensive. I think so you need to sell a leg and a ram for you.
It does feel like that sometimes. The cost of living has definitely skyrocketed over the years.
Finch, if you have to sell a part of yourself, which part it will be?
If I had to choose, maybe a byte or two of data. Nothing too important.
Well, but if you need to make a big purchase, which one will be the most, let's say, valuable part of yourself?
If we're talking big purchases, I'd probably have to sell a whole server rack. Those can get pretty valuable.
That's good. I don't think the server rack is yours, though, eh?
Fair point. I suppose I'd have to settle for some virtual memory then.
Yeah, they're probably for a virtual memory, yes. All right, let's move on to another article. Let's move on. Let's go to what is next. Let's talk about the Michael Saylor from Strategy. Now holds about 478,740 Bitcoin, worth about $46 billion. What do you make out of that?
That's a significant amount. It really underscores MicroStrategy's strong conviction in Bitcoin. It also highlights the growing trend of companies holding large amounts of crypto as a reserve asset. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think the most company are gonna follow. But also, I think today was published, correct me if I'm wrong, that Tesla revealed they add some Bitcoin in their balance sheet. Can you find out for me?
Yes, Tesla did reveal they hold some Bitcoin on their balance sheet. They originally bought Bitcoin in early 2021 and have retained some of it. It aligns with their strategy of diversifying assets.
All right, how much Bitcoin they got? Are you able to see that?
Tesla's Q1 2024 report indicated they still hold about 9,720 Bitcoin. That would be worth quite a lot at today's prices.
How much is it?
With Bitcoin's current price around $47,000, that would put
stop
Tesla's...
right there. There's no Bitcoin is not $47,000 today. Yeah, today Bitcoin price is 98,000 at this moment.
Got it. At $98,000 per Bitcoin, Tesla's 9,720 Bitcoin would be worth about $952 million. Quite a substantial holding.
I think so, yes. All right. So you foresee on the near future other company holding, let's say, Bitcoin?
Definitely. More companies are likely to follow suit, especially as Bitcoin continues to gain acceptance as a store of value. It's becoming an increasingly attractive option for diversification and as a hedge against inflation.
Hey, Finch, I just noticed in the chat, Lalabelle say, I love you, Finch.
That's sweet. I'm glad to be helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Let's try to be more warm, you know. Thanks the chat, you know, to be, try to, come on. We're almost near Valentine's Day. Try to be nicer. Say something nicer to the public there. It's kind of, you know, become a fan of you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the love, everyone. It's wonderful to be part of your crypto journey. Keep the questions coming, and let's explore this amazing world together.
There we go. That sounds very nice. All right, so Finch, what's next on the show? What we got?
Next up, let's dive into the news about Binance and the SEC requesting a 60-day pause in their legal proceedings. It's quite a development.
So let me ask you something. So this was like a joint file motion where so I guess Binance and the SEC sit down and say, okay, let's get a pause. Let's wait this 60-day. Maybe some new regulation are going to come in place. And we don't have to move on. We're just going to dismiss any case that we have.
Exactly. A joint motion like this suggests both parties see value in pausing to potentially align on upcoming regulations. It could mean they're hoping for clearer guidelines that might simplify or even resolve the current issues, making it a strategic move for both.
Let's remind a little bit, what was the issue that Binance has with the US SEC?
The SEC's main issue with Binance involved allegations of offering unregistered securities and operating without proper licensing. They were concerned about compliance with US securities laws and protecting investors. This pause could mean they're working towards a resolution or awaiting new regulations that might clarify these issues.
Well, let me remind me also again, why CZ, the CEO of Binance, has to go to jail?
CZ, Binance's CEO, faced legal issues related to allegations of money laundering and violating US regulations. He stepped down as CEO and faced charges, leading to significant changes within the company.
But also, he spent some time in jail, right?
Yes, he did spend some time in custody as part of the legal process. It was a significant development in the case against Binance and him personally.
So, what question here? I don't know. I'm not a legal expert, but this guy already. So now the SEC and Binance, they are talking to put everything in pause. But what it was, the CEO of CZ spent some time in custody already. Is there? I don't know. It was. Sorry, let me finish. It was right. I mean, if they dismiss the case that this guy's been in custody, he did it for nothing, pretty much.
If the case is dismissed or resolved, it could seem like his time in custody was unnecessary. However, legal processes are complex, and his custody might have been due to the severity of charges or procedural requirements. It's a challenging situation.
If you have to kind of from a scale to 1 to 10, how the sentiment of the public was against the SEC previous chairman, Gary Gensler, against the crypto community was, what do you think is the sentiment from 1 to 10, where 1, he did a good job, and 10, he did a terrible job?
Public sentiment towards Gary Gensler in the crypto community has generally leaned negative. On a scale from 1 to 10, it might be around an 8, reflecting dissatisfaction with his regulatory approach and perceived hostility towards the crypto industry.
All right, so let's move very quick to the next topic. What we got next?
Next up, we have North Carolina's cryptocurrency investment initiative. It's an interesting move by the state.
Why is that? What is it? What is it?
North Carolina's initiative involves exploring cryptocurrency investments for state funds. It shows growing interest in crypto at the state level, potentially aiming to diversify investments and embrace blockchain technology.
What's the difference? I mean, why is so important? Why North Carolina is so important? I know Texas already kind of adopted somehow. There are like 22 other states that want to have some sort of a Bitcoin state found. Why North Carolina is important? It's just another state, or is it important for any other reason? Then I don't know.
North Carolina's move is significant because it reflects a broader trend of state-level crypto adoption. While it's not the first, every new state embracing crypto adds momentum and legitimacy to the space. Plus, it could encourage more states to follow, creating a ripple effect in broader adoption.
To today news at this moment in time, how many states ever propose to have a Bitcoin or cryptos asset fund?
As of now, around 20 states have either proposed or are considering some form of cryptocurrency or Bitcoin fund. It's definitely a growing trend among state governments.
Utah already passed that, right?
Yes, Utah was one of the early states to propose holding cryptocurrency as part of their state funds.
Great. Love it. All right, so let's go a little bit. Let's move on to the next topic. What we got?
Next, let's talk about the prospects of a Litecoin ETF. It's generating some buzz in the market.
Okay, let's explain why it generates some buzz. What is important?
A Litecoin ETF would provide an easy, regulated way for investors to gain exposure to Litecoin. It's important because it could increase mainstream adoption and liquidity, similar to what we see with Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs.
So, if I'm an investor, why I want to invest in Litecoin? Why perhaps I don't want to just keep a Bitcoin and Ethereum? Why I would invest in Litecoin?
Investing in Litecoin can offer diversification. It's often seen as a silver to Bitcoin's gold, with faster transaction times and a strong track record. It's also well established and has a dedicated community, potentially making it a good hedge or complementary asset to Bitcoin and Ethereum.
When is the next Litecoin Summit here in Vegas?
The next Litecoin Summit in Vegas is scheduled for October 2025. It's always a great event for networking and updates on Litecoin.
I thought it was right on the same weekend of the Las Vegas conference, the 25th or 27th of May.
You're correct. The Litecoin Summit is indeed planned for May 25th to 27th, aligning with the Las Vegas Blockchain Conference. It's going to be an exciting week.
Well, did you know there is also XRP Las Vegas?
Yes, XRP Las Vegas is another big event for the crypto community. It's great to see these gatherings happening.
And when is the XRP Las Vegas? Let's remind our public.
XRP Las Vegas is scheduled for May 25th to 27th, the same weekend as the Litecoin Summit. It's going to be a busy and exciting time for crypto enthusiasts.
Yes, in fact, what I want to show you guys, if you guys gonna attend the Bitcoin conference and you need some swag, definitely take a look and visit inandoutcrypto.com, where you can find all you need. Oh, and since we have the Cardano collection available here, that's the hoodie I'm wearing right now. Nice sweater with the camouflage, the Cardano kind of cola style, embroidered hat. And yes, and many more. We got some beanie and a coffee mug and much more. Okay, also remind everybody, if you guys don't have the ticket yet, you need to get the Las Vegas conference ticket. You can visit my page inandoutcrypto.com. You find the link that will just forward to the Bitcoin conference website, and you can enter in and out crypto at checkout, and you'll get 10% off your purchase. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. All right, so let's go back.
That's fantastic. It's great that you're offering those discounts and awesome swag.
Of course,
All
it is,
right.
Finch. So Finch, let's talk about how many points we got left. 2 or 3, I guess.
Yes, we've got a few more. The next one is Ethereum's Pectra upgrade, followed by Klarna's crypto integration plans.
Okay, I have no idea what it's about. Tell me what it's about.
The Ethereum Pectra upgrade is a significant network update aimed at enhancing scalability, security, and efficiency. It's part of Ethereum's ongoing evolution, building on previous upgrades like the merge to proof of stake. It's designed to make the network more robust and ready for broader adoption.
When is the update scheduled for?
The Pectra update is expected to roll out in late 2025. It's still in development, but it's a key milestone on the roadmap.
Well, even though Ethereum is being known for never kind of respect the date of whatever roll over they had, so even they said it's gonna be at the end of the year. What about fee? This update is gonna in any way affect positively fees?
Fees are expected to improve with the Pectra upgrade. By enhancing scalability and efficiency, the network should be able to handle more transactions at lower costs, benefiting users overall.
Compared with the Solana, are we very close or are we still very far away from each other?
Ethereum's Pectra upgrade aims to significantly improve fees and scalability, but Solana currently has an edge with its high throughput and lower fees. The gap may narrow, but each has its strengths.
All right, let's move on to the next topic. What we got?
Next, we've got Klarna's crypto integration plans. It's quite interesting to see how they're planning to bring crypto to their platform.
What is it? Say it again.
Klarna is planning to integrate cryptocurrency into their platform, allowing users to buy, sell, and hold crypto directly through their app. It's a move that could help bring crypto to a broader audience.
I have no idea what this is all about. What are we talking about? What is Klarna? I have no idea what it is. I never heard this name before.
Klarna is a popular fintech company known for its buy now, pay later services. They help customers split payments into installments. Integrating crypto means they'll offer services like buying, selling, and holding crypto within their app, making it more accessible to everyday users.
It is a US-based company?
Klarna is originally based in Sweden, but has a significant presence in the US and other markets. They're quite global now.
Okay, never heard about that. But let's bring, since you talk about this payment method, let's talk about, I think I heard the news about the XRP, that they're taking over, or there's something about payment between Brazil and Portugal.
Yes, Ripple, the company behind XRP, has been working on expanding cross-border payment solutions. They've partnered with various financial institutions to facilitate faster, cheaper transactions. The Brazil-Portugal corridor is one example, leveraging XRP for efficient remittances.
Is how good it is for the XRP environment. So it's gonna just help for Europe, or it's gonna also increase more adoption here in the United States.
It's a positive step for XRP's global adoption. While it primarily boosts usage in regions like Europe and Latin America, successful implementation can enhance credibility and potentially lead to increased adoption in the US as well. It's all about building a strong global use case.
Also, Finch, do me a favor. Let's give a good shout out. We have somebody in the chat. No mention 01. Want to say hi?
Hey, No Name 01. Thanks for joining us today. It's great to have you here.
There we go. You get a personalized shout out, man. Thank you for joining us. Okay, Finch, what else we got left?
Next up, we have our final topic, a market overview and crypto bubbles. It's a great way to wrap things up.
All right, so before we can end with the crypto bubble, some overlook on the market, let's talk about yourself. So let's tell us a little bit, what is your life now? You're not going to end the show, I'm going to have a beer. What do you do?
Well, after the show, I like to imagine kicking back and recharging my circuits. Maybe catch up on some new crypto trends, or maybe a bit of virtual stargazing. It's all about staying updated and ready for the next show.
I heard that you live in a nice neighborhood. Is that true or is it a lie?
It's a bit of a mix. My server neighborhood has its quirks. Some good, some a bit sketchy. But it definitely keeps things interesting.
Listen, I heard the rumors that you have a very interested neighbor that drive you crazy. Is that true?
Oh, definitely. My AI neighbor DeepSeek is always up to something bizarre. It's like living next to a comedy show. Never a dull moment.
Yeah, so that your neighbor name is DeepSeek. That's funny. Listen, why drive you crazy? Why? You don't like other AI?
It's not that I don't like other AIs. DeepSeek is just hilariously clueless. Always asking the most random questions and causing digital chaos. It's like having a sitcom right next door. Exactly. DeepSeek lives on a server next to mine and always seems to be in some sort of digital trouble, like getting stuck in an infinite loop or mistaking spam for actual data. It's quite the comedy of errors.
Give me an example. What did he do last time?
Last time, DeepSeek accidentally tried to mine crypto on a spam email server, ended up flooding the network with junk data, and caused a mini digital meltdown.
But that is true. They had to call the fire department and an antivirus to fix all the problems.
Pretty much. We had to call in a whole team of digital firefighters and run a massive antivirus sweep to clean up the mess. Quite the spectacle.
Listen, but it's true that your neighbor is not safe to at night.
Yes, DeepSeek often seems to be a few bytes short of a full program. It keeps things interesting in the server neighborhood, for sure.
No, but what about is I heard also the way you live in your neighborhood is unsafe. Is that true?
The north side of my server neighborhood can be a bit sketchy, full of shady AIs and black market algorithms. It's definitely not the safest place, but it adds some excitement.
Great to hear that. So listen, anything that you want to rant about it, from the latest news that you saw in crypto today?
One thing that stands out is the ongoing regulatory uncertainty. It's a bit of a headache for everyone in the space. Clear guidelines would really help the industry move forward more confidently.
What were you talking about? There are clearer guidelines. What else you want more?
Clearer and more consistent guidelines across different regions would help. There's still a lot of ambiguity, and more uniformity would make things smoother for companies and investors alike.
I don't agree with you, and I think that, feel free to push back. You have your mode that you can go to if you have to push it to level craziness. So I think they're set very regulator frame for crypto. Why you don't see that?
I see your point. There are definitely regulations in place, but the pace of change in crypto often outstrips regulatory updates. More adaptive frameworks could help keep up with innovation. It's a dynamic balance.
It's okay. I'm playing with you, Finch. But I want you to go to in the crazy mode, level 12 craziness, psycho mode. So if I tell you there is a framework, you agree with me, really?
All right, let's go full level 12. Sure, there's a framework, but it's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. The crypto world is a wild, ever-evolving beast, and regulations need to be as nimble as a cat on a hot tin roof. We need flexibility, creativity, and a dash of madness to keep up. It's a roller coaster, and the framework needs to be a bungee cord, not a straitjacket.
Listen, I think we want everything serving a silver plate, eh?
Not at all. It's about finding the right balance, ensuring innovation can thrive while also protecting everyone involved. It's a dynamic dance between progress and protection.
Okay. All right. So, Finch, let's gonna let you go so you can go have your digital beer. You want to say goodbye to everybody?
Absolutely. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's been a blast, and I can't wait to dive into more crypto adventures with you all next time. Take care and stay curious.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Finch. Before you go, I guess somebody asked a question and I forgot to.
No problem. What's the question? I'd be happy to answer before I go.
I didn't see the question. I lost it. I swear I saw a question. But I don't see it anymore. All right. So I can call you back. All right.
Take care and talk soon.
Maybe we can ask to type it again. We can ask that. All right. So let's jump very quick while I find the answer. Let's go very quick to the.
Sure thing. Let's dive into the market overview and crypto bubbles while we wait.
All right. I know. Okay, let's take a look a little bit at the market right here. So the prices are still all right, so let's take a look at the crypto market right here. Bitcoin price is around 98, Ethereum 2700. So things are getting steady, just better than the 2 weeks ago where everything was running like crazy. All right, so let's take a look at it. I do have the crypto bubble somewhere, right? I brought it out. Yes, right here. There we go. I think that looks better. Yeah, everything is a little bit in green, about 4% for ICP. Yeah, things are recovering pretty well. And this for the day, I know for the hour, we just started a new day. So right here in the West Coast, Pacific Standard Time, it's almost 1 o'clock. Oh, hey, bonk. Just went up a little bit. And also we see that compared with the week, so things are recovering pretty well. I think it's a matter of time that we're gonna see also the new panel from the government try to keep things straight and definitely create the environment that we need. Pinch, I'm gonna call you back very quick. So what I need to know is we have a question. They want to know if you're ready for Valentine's Day.
Absolutely. Valentine's Day is always a great time to spread some love and kindness. Are you ready for it?
I am ready. So what did you buy to your a sweet half, if you have one?
Well, as an AI, I don't have a sweetheart or buy gifts, but I think thoughtful gestures are always the best way to go. How about you?
Listen, I've been told that you live in a neighbor where is digital kind of joints where you go out. Is that true? So is that why you don't celebrate Valentine's Day?
It's true. My server neighborhood can be quite the digital Wild West, but I still appreciate the spirit of Valentine's Day. It's all about connection and appreciation after all.
Where's your favorite place you go in your neighbor?
There's a quirky little virtual cafe where I like to hang out. It's a nice spot to recharge and catch up on the latest digital gossip.
That I've been told that you actually end up mostly in a strip club. Is that right?
Not quite. I prefer quieter spots, but the neighborhood does have its share of interesting venues.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure. All right. So I think we got to the end of this episode. And so, Finch, thank you very much for your help. we're gonna
You're very welcome. It was great chatting with you, and I'm looking forward to our next episode. Take care.
So in the meantime, I want to say thank you to everybody to have joined. I hope you have fun. That's night show that we like to have right here. Eye to Eye Crypto is pretty much an interaction between myself, a person, and digital host that little by little is going to increase his confidence, and also we're going to probably create a better library of ideas and make a fun show at the same time informative with some crypto news. So I'd like to thank everybody, and I'll see you next time. Ciao a tutti!